Hello everyone and welcome once more to Alex Oliver and Friends. We are back here with Fey Knights. This is episode 1 now of a new one, Wages of Vice. This adventure is called. This is the next one in the Journeys Through the Radiant Citadels book. You'll be getting to meet a new character tonight. I was going to say new player, but you'll know him from the channel by now, and you'll get his introduction soon. But first of all, as always, I'm going to hand over to your amazing dungeon master for the evening, Mr. Martin.
Hello, hey and hello, how are you today everyone? Come and spend some time with me and my friend as we play Dungeons and Dragons. So we're going to jump straight into it as you introduce my lovely players, and we're all going to pimp something out because that's what people do on YouTube. So yes, I am Martin. You can play D&D with me if you want and find me in a link below, or you can watch me and Izzy play Hexford, which is Strixhaven D&D games as well. So click on all the links and that's me done. So, Izzy, go for it. Introduce yourself and pimp anything.
Yep. Hi, I am Izzy. I am playing Cirrus, the little blue bard, who was not there last session. And I don't really have anything of my own to pimp out, so I guess come join our Discord. I'm sure the link will be below, or come watch Martin and I in our Strixhaven campaign over on Runaway Dice.
Good job. Well done. You did technically pimp something out, so you get top points for that. Next up we have Chris. Chris, go for it.
Hi, my name's Chris Kidd. I play video games. I'm also a fitness coach. If you search me up on any search engine, you should be able to find my socials to find out more info. Tonight and every night that we play Fey Knights, I am playing Drac, the Relic Hunter, the Dragonborn Rogue.
Well done, Chris. Next up, we have Oliver. Go for it.
Thanks, Martin. I am RX Oliver. I'm the host of the channel. I put the games together, so I do the also fun part of doing the scheduling. And I am here tonight playing one of my favourite characters that I've played in a long time playing these games, Francis, the Halfling Monk.
Well done. And next up we have Brew. Brew, go for it.
Hi everyone, my name is Brutally Honest. You can catch me on Twitch doing co-working streams Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I am the opposite of a fitness coach, so if you like to watch people eat, feel free to to come watch me while my life is a struggle. Anyway, I am playing the cute little sorcerer turtle named Yurdi.
Well done. And finally, we have our new player for today, which is Max. Max Pimp. So this is your chance to pimp yourself out if you have anything to pimp out. And obviously, you can tell us a little bit about your character, but don't spoil it too much. But go for it.
Hi, I'm Max. I am playing a cleric for tonight. I'm an Earth Genasi. For what type of cleric? That shall be a surprise. I've ran a few games. I've played a few games with Oliver and stuff. Have a Twitch channel called Eerie Entertainment. I haven't really started yet, but it'll be within the next month or so. Should I do a premiere game with some of the people here? Hopefully you want to play. And let's see how it goes tonight.
Well done.
I've got to pimp anything out, but it's my channel. If you're watching...
Yeah, go for
it. Well, if you're watching, then you're already on my channel, so you'll find everything else in the links below. But yeah, check out the channel and all the other cool games we play, because we've got so many cool people that play with us and so many cool systems going on. It's the best ttrpg channel. Also, shout out to another couple of channels and Discords. I want to just give a quick one to Infinite Monkey Tales and Brotherhood of the Dice. Everyone should be following, subscribe there, and in those Discords as well for the best ttrpg communities on the internet. There you go, Martin. All yours. Sorry, extra little bit.
Yeah, man. This is the whole point. You get it at the start to do all the pimp stuff before we get into the game. So last time, the party subdued the transformed Serapio. Oh, just so anyone who's not surprised, I can't say people's names and most words. So that's your warning. In his monstrous owl form and captured the evil Itzamin. I've got his name so many times to say. Serapio's mother arrived with the town guard, saying she had brought an old wizard friend of hers to help aid against Serapio's curse. The spell completed and the cursed spirit fled, taking Serapio's body, and on its way, it grabbed the evil and tied up Itzimin and flew off into the night sky. Receiving thanks from his mother, the party enjoyed the last part of Whisperween and made offerings to their dead loved ones with some interesting results. Having a well-earned sleep, Yurti and Drac had received some mail. Drac had received some mail summoning him to pay his thieves' taxes at the Thieves Guild, which he may or may not have done because he did not share that with the rest of the party. While Yurti received an invitation to the... I didn't even bother to write the name down, so I just put cart, then gave up, and then just put the Map I can't say that. Map Makers Guild. I just put, yeah. And again, if you want to know what happened, it was both very comical for both of them. You need to watch the last episode. After both finishing up with their invitations, they went back to see Blob, who was ready with a new job. He had sent Cirrus on early to Zinda with a new recruit, which is our new player today, to set up a deal importing something called jelly wine, spent Geli, not jelly, like he is made of. Heading there straight away, the party made their way to the start of the Summer Queen's Kingdom in the jungle city of Zinda. Being their only moments in the city, Drac saw a shadowy figure with gold spilling out of his pockets. And as the party followed him to this dark alley, they suddenly heard behind them the words, "Stop murderers." That's pretty much the second that we got up to into the adventure. So I'm going to click my little screen because we're pretty much going straight into a fight in a moment. So at the same time as this, because our other player, unfortunately, Latha, is not here today. But at this point, you see Latha's bracelet glow in that familiar way that it does as she vanishes in front of the party just as the battle is about to take. And from behind the gold armored guards, you hear Cirrus talking, and I will do your voice momentarily, and she's just saying, I think they came through the main gate and went down here. And then obviously she can see that there are some guards running, some gold-looking armoured guards, as well as all of her friends, probably up to some form of mischief. And here is our battle map for today, so you can all roll me for initiative if you would like.
Oh my.
So, yes, we will see. So, yes, for Max, your character is the little star. That's the cleric symbol. So that is your one to click on.
Shall we? Is it a nice time to show Max's character on screen? His little artwork I've done for it.
Can.
Yeah?
Yes. Yeah, that's fine.
If there's a better time after, tell me and I won't, or will I do it now?
No, I'll let you do it because while people just get ready with the character stuff. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll pop that up on the screen for a minute. I had it ready to show off his cool artwork he did for it.
So this is who you see. Cirrus is running with behind the armoured guards. But yeah, you guys can all roll me for initiative, and I will see if it's turned up. Yes, it all has. Just Max, I just need you to roll your initiative.
Okay, I just rolled it.
Oh, yeah, just worked. It's just come through. Okay, for once you will roll differently, so I don't have to make you do anything.
Franco with the 21 though.
Yeah, I think you did the best. Oh no, I spoke too soon. I was like, oh no, you guys all roll different, but the guards kind of rolled similar. Let's see what happens. Okay.
That one's not on us.
Cirrus with the 18, Drac with a 19. Nice work, team. Nice work, team. Let's go.
Okay, so yes.
Yeah,
okay. Okay. Okay, so coming up first is Francis. Then it's going to be Drac, then it's going to be Cirrus, and then it's going to be some of the guards. And Yuri and Zanridale. Is that the correct pronunciation? Oh god, I can't say any worse. Max, what's your character's name?
Let's call him Zan. That'd be fine.
Yeah, can you just all have 3-letter names from now on? Because my brain... I'm old. I'm very, very old.
Hey, that's when I choose a name. It's easier. It's like it's more. You can shorten it pretty well. It's like it's a nice long name, but it's really short, nice.
Yeah,
So,
please do that. I can't fit anything else in. If I read a book, I have
Francis,
to get rid
you're
of
on the other
something.
side.
Okay, I'm just getting a token. I've already got a token, have I?
Yeah, yours is the little fist. Oh, you did have a token, now it's disappeared.
I got rid of it because I couldn't edit it, right? But he was down here, wasn't he?
Yeah, roughly, yeah. That's fine.
Okay.
So, Francis, you can go first. Yeah, if any of you want to edit your tokens while we're playing, that's of course is fine.
And these guards are attacking us.
They shouted out, "Stop murderers!" and then they're all drawing their swords.
Okay, well I'm gonna.
Real quick, where's that body in relation to the map?
I will do you a squiggle. It is basically around where you all were.
Where Drax
here.
is. Drax here.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. I'll put a little token down so you guys know where. It is. Let's see. Here you go. That's a nice horrifying token for you guys.
Oh, lovely.
It's called a Darkling for anyone who's
Why
interested.
is it next to me though?
Because you guys were all crowded round it as Drac was checking it.
Yuri, what the hell did you do?
Oh no!
And this is if I get the right. I need to get the rules of 5e right here. So I'm holding my action, and I'm not going to attack anyone. I'm not going to do it. I'm holding my action until these guys are actually hostile. Until one of these guys has attacked one of my friends. Then I go. That's when I'm taking my action. But I can speak at this point, can't I?
No.
Can I
You
not
can
speak if I'm holding my action?
No, because your action would be to get a reasonable conversation, you would have to use it. I mean, I allow my players to say about 3 words, so you could be like, "No, what?" or something. I don't know.
That's
Any 3 words. Is
I
it?
was going with exactly something like that. We're no murderers, and just like hold it, and then it's to hold my hands up like this. We're no murderers, and then hold my action. Can I do that?
You can.
Okay, that's what Franco does.
Okay. Next up, we have. Let's see what Drac's response is. Drac, what would you like to do?
Hold on. Let me just flip something here.
Okay.
Okay. So, Drac turns and looks at the guards and raises his hands to show that he is not going to attack.
Okay.
Wow, how very on track. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, well, that's the way the coin landed, so...
Ooh.
I'm more interested in the gold on the floor.
Of course.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Drac, that's your turn. Cirrus, obviously you will have heard this little bit, but you're used to what your friends usually do, so it is your turn.
First step, turn off mute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
Is that your full turn?
yes, I have I use my entire action to unmute myself. Okay. Well, given that no one has attacked, then these seem to be guards. You sometimes let us use our action to do a roll, correct?
Yeah. So I'm. I know it's a bit weird with the alleged time restraints, but yeah, you can. I would allow you to do like a persuasion roll For example, yes,
or
that's
insight
fine.
or something like that. You mean, yeah?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
you can still
yeah.
do that. I know it's a stretch, but it wouldn't. Yeah, so yeah, you can quickly. Yeah, you can do any roll you want. We'll just have to see what happens.
Well, I am going to do a persuasion roll.
Okay.
Sorry, I was very confused by my persuasion up for a second, and then I realized that our proficiency goes up at level 5.
Mhm.
So I was like, when did my persuasion get so high? So I am going to use my action to call out to the guards and say, stop with, didn't you hear? They didn't do anything. And I'm going to attempt to persuade them.
Okay, let's see how you do.
Okay, come on, dice, be nice to me.
Come on, say this. Oh, yeah.
26. A plus
Okay.
10 to persuasion is very fun.
Yeah.
Aye, some rulers, yeah.
Okay, well, mine's being slow, but it's okay. I was just about to give up in D&T Beyond, and I got a natural 20. So
Doesn't actually beat a 26 though. Because you sometimes penalize me for even when I get a natural 20.
No. The rules. I try and do more raw rules. So yeah, even though a natural 20 is good, it doesn't beat anything higher. So no, it doesn't. Just the guard. Guard is quite wise. So all I will say is that he listens, of course, quickly, and he's like. Well, fine, we don't want any bloodshed. We'll just need to take you into the jail while we figure out and do some questioning.
Can I respond?
Quickly, I guess, because it's your turn.
To the jail, they're not criminals.
He's like, well, we need you to go. He's like, I said, none of us will attack, but we need you to all put your weapons down and be put in chains so we can take you to the jail. And that's pretty much your turn.
Yeah, okay. Can I use a bonus action?
You can.
I am going to use a bonus action to give Yurdi Bardic Inspo.
Okay.
Eh.
Okay, and how are you going to give her? You've got to give a bit of flourish if you're a bard. You can't just say it.
So, I call out to Yurdi and I say, Yurdi, it's up to you. And I give her, and my Bardic Inspiration is now a +8. And there you go.
Okay. Well, it is the guard's turn. So they, obviously, because of what you said, they are going to come and try and grapple some of you, basically, because they're trying to, obviously, they're not attacking you, but they are trying to put you into some form of rope or chains. So I'm going to need all of you, apart from Sirius and
Who is
Zach.
Sirius? There is no Sirius.
I
9
already
sessions
put,
in, there's still no serious.
I already put a disclaimer that I can't say any words, so you're just lucky that I'm responding. But the guards do go after some of you, so that will be Drac, Yurti, and Francis. So obviously they're all asking you to let them put the cuffs on you.
No.
So if you're saying no, they're going to grapple you to see if they can.
So now
it's up to you guys.
Now I get to attack.
Well, you'd have to tell me exactly what you said, because they're not trying to attack you, but they are trying to put you in cuffs.
As they try to restrain me, I'm going to attack them with sub-dual damage, so punches and non-bladed blows only. I am going to defend myself. Francis will not be arrested for a crime he has not done, my friend, and you will not put your hands on me. I will defend myself. Be prepared to defend yours.
Okay.
I'm going to be attacking him.
That's fine. You go for it because luckily, well, whatever, for whatever reasons, he's actually the first one. So yes, he will be. He's going to try and grapple you, but I'll allow you to go first because you've readied your action, so that's fine.
So this is subdual damage. So this is not lethal damage, but I am going to start with attacking him with my quarterstaff.
Go for it.
Well, that came right off at 20. And you can have 6 subdual damage, my friend.
Okay. Yes.
Does it take 16 hit?
No.
Oh, it doesn't. Right, okay. So now I'm going to use Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
Let me mark off one of my key points, so remember. That'll not hit then.
Nope.
And this one will not hit either.
Nope.
Right, now I'm going to use my movement to...
Well, I don't think you can use your movement if you've readied your turn. You can use the action part of it, but you won't be able
use
to.
the movement part of your turn. Yeah, you can. You can use your whole turn already. I held my action.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I am going to use my movement to use. Now let me find it on my sheet because I need to get this right. Step of the Wind. I can spend 1 key point to take the disengage or dash as a bonus action. No, I can't because I've already used a bonus action to use my Flurry of Blows. So I am just going to take the attack of opportunity while I jump onto this roof here.
Okay, yeah, it's
Or this
not...
one here. This one here, actually.
Yeah, you just need to tell me how far you jump in. The houses aren't that tall. They're probably about 3 stories, so yeah, they're not...
So what's the regular jumping is 3 times your strength, is it?
Yeah, but pretty much with your ring that I know you've got,
So
you'll be able
that's
to make it
36.
to it. You'll be at least...
I can like triple it or something. I can like really easily jump onto a roof. So that's
You'll
my
definitely
plan.
be able to get with the booth with the ring.
Okay, so
but he will
get an attack
will get.
opportunity.
Okay.
I'll let you roll that first.
Yeah. Okay, that is a
1-hit kill.
no. It's a 6.
Okay, Francis jumps up onto this roof here.
Okay. Right. Yeah, he's not looking happy. So he is going to, because he was going to grapple you, but obviously you took your turn just before he could do it. So he'll just use the rest of it to run back towards your friends, because obviously now you will all have to pretty much fight. So yeah, he can run back to here.
That ring of jumping is getting good use, Yuri. Don't you worry.
Okay. Next up is D. So for you, Yuri, he was just going to grapple you, but because your friend attacks him, he's just going to try and hit you instead.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, Yuri, you're quite hefty though. You'll be okay, hopefully. Okay, first attack for him, because he gets 2 attacks, is a natural 20 for a 25. So it'll be double damage. That's his first attack. And the second attack is a 21 hit, but it's not a natural 20.
At least hit 2 hits on Yuri.
Because he was going to try and grab you, but because one of the party attacked, he's classing you guys obviously as, you know. Let's see how it goes.
Bandits.
I did not attack, I defended myself.
You draw blood. First one is a 7 times 2, so 14 plus, and then the next one is plus 11, so that's 25. Is that right?
What
What's
are these things
14?
rolling with plus 11?
14 plus what's 14 plus 11?
25.
It's 25.
Yuri's dead.
They are big armored guards in gold armor with swords, so they're not, you know.
Oh,
not exactly.
I was going to try and get us out of this with clever jumping and talking. I am going to kill these motherfuckers if they're doing that to Yuri.
How's Yuri looking?
She's alive. She's not dead. She's not dead. Yes.
No, Francis has changed his mind about what he was going to do here. Oof.
Yeah, just so you guys are aware, they are fully gold armored guards with big swords. So they are, yes. Okay, next up is the one next to Drac. Drac, they're going to do the same. But remember, you have some sneaky stuff you can do. So if they do hit you, remember you might want to use some of it. First
Yeah,
one
I
is
think you have uncanny dodge now.
He does. I checked. You have a 20 not natural to hit, so I'm presuming that hits. And
Yes.
second one is a 14 to hit, so I'm guessing that doesn't hit, but I'm not 100% sure. Let me check. Oh no, it does.
What was it?
14 for the next one.
Yeah, it hits as well.
Okay. Are you going to do it? I presume you're going to do some damage reduction to this in a minute.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use uncanny dodge if they're attacking me. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to half the damage.
Okay. The first attack was a 9 and the second one was a 7.
Okay, that's half the 9 then.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 because we round up, don't we?
Yeah, because it helps you guys with healing. So yeah, it'd be 5 plus 7, so 12.
Okay.
Ouch.
These guards have attacked an unarmed dragonborn with his hands up.
After your friend attacked them, that's the reason. Yeah.
How did you know?
I did not attack them. I defended myself. I said I will not be arrested for a crime that I did not commit. Do not attempt to put your hands on an innocent man. If you put your hands on me, I will defend myself. You'll find that on record.
I mean, there's no cameras there. The guards are just doing what guards do. So let's see what happens if you guys survive your first guards. Yeri, it's your turn.
Well, I had a whole joke about how he couldn't cuff me because I'm missing an arm, but...
Now, now remember, you can still try and talk to them. Like, if, it's going to be harder, but you can still talk to them. But obviously it means you've got to use your action to do that.
I'm going to kill them now, like...
Oh. I mean, I'm tempted to use this level 3 spell, but there's also 4 of them and a weird ass, possibly not dead guy.
Mm-hmm. He looks pretty dead, but without properly checking him, you're not 100% sure. He's covered in blood, he's not moving, but that's,
I will try and persuade this lovely dopey guard in front of me.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, can I use my bardic inspiration as well?
You can.
Yeah, on any sort of check.
You
it's
can.
a D8 now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Well, if I was around, I could give you guidance too. That's an additional D4.
So 20 total.
Okay, I'm going to be nice because for whatever reasons, these guards are very wise. He got a 20 as well, but I'm going to roll in your favor. So yeah, because we do say beats it, meets it. So yes, you indeed persuade them to talk to you. What are you trying to say to this guard?
Sure, you couldn't possibly arrest me. I mean, how much harm could I do? I'm missing a whole arm. My friends were just here and we were checking on this guy. He looked real beat up.
Okay. He does seem a little bit, I think seeing your disability, he feels a little bit bad. And he's like, okay, well, yeah, just, again, he's not going to say next round, but he's like, in 6 seconds, can I cuff you then?
I don't know how you're gonna, but sure.
Stump the arm.
Fine, or to a leg, whatever.
Right off the stump.
Yeah, you shouldn't have said anything. You would have just been slipping out, usually.
He might. He's like, I might chain you to the dragon guy. Maybe we'll see how it goes. Well done. Yes. So the guards are now a little bit confused, I will say, but it will all depend on what you guys do. So we will see what happens. Yuri, you still have a bonus action as well.
I don't know what I would do. Please.
Have you got any healing capabilities as a sorcerer? I don't know if you have
Not as a
anything.
bonus action, no.
Not as a bonus action.
Sorcerers don't get a whole lot of healing spells.
Okay. I don't know then. Yeah, you can just look. Yeah, however you wish.
I'll actually walk up to him and hug his leg.
Oh. We'll see. He seems pretty taken by you, so we'll see what happens. Okay, it is God C's turn, then it's going to be Zan's turn. Yeah, and then we're back to the top. Drac, what did you do for your action? What were you? Didn't you ready an action to do if something happened?
Oh, like when it came to my turn?
Yeah.
I just put my hands up and said,
Oh, okay.
I said I haven't done anything, and had my hands up. So, as far as Drac's concerned, he's very confused at why he was attacked by two guards.
Okay. Just so I know. Okay. Okay. So for God C's turn, he's like, everyone calm down. We just need to take you in to be questioned, but you do need to it is a procedure that you guys need to be cuffed. So he's kind of like, he's telling you guys that at this time. And that's going to be his turn. Zan, it is your turn, and then we're going back up to the top, which will be Francis again.
Right. He looks over to his companion who walked up with him and said, Should I do something or should I get us away?
Am I allowed to respond?
Yeah, because go on. Otherwise, it's just going to take forever.
My response would be a short one. Just, can you heal?
It's like, his helmet, his big helm, he just nods. And he's like, he doesn't have his weapon out. He just sticks his hands out. I'm going to do a second level bonus action healing word onto Brew.
Okay.
Yay.
So I will do that. See, first level, second level. Cast that. You heal 10 points.
You shall feel my wrath.
Is that what you're saying to the guards now?
No.
I think it.
Just think it.
But his action, he sits there, Brew, you get healed, you feel like, your body's this weird glow about you, and you start healing, and it's like, I think we need to go. His hand starts changing, you start seeing the air start solidifying, and he summons a fog of clouds around everybody. A 60-foot radius.
Okay.
So, yep.
Okay. So, very good. Is that a spell, Max, if you're doing this cloud thing?
Yeah, so that's his action, is the casting that thing. So literally it will cover everybody in there. So it's from Cloud Bald B to Dopey over there, and literally just Cloud right there, and it's just stopped right in front of him. And he says that those in there, we need to go. So it's 60 foot.
60 foot, I think.
Is it 60-foot radius or 60-foot diameter?
It's a 60-foot radius, like a huge circle.
That means
Jesus Christ, that's 120 diameter.
Yeah, it's just so I can make it the right size. So I presume you want to get everyone.
Yeah,
in?
it says area 60 feet, 120 feet diameter. Yes.
Yeah, you're covering.
120 diameter, your whole map.
You're off the map.
Okay, that's fine. There we go. So,
Pretty much about right there. So he sits there
Yeah.
and he yells out like, "Those need to leave. Go."
Oh yeah, and more, and the rest.
So, so what's it? So I'm guessing does this make it is everyone heavily obscured, or is it because people are blind? It's just so I know.
So it says right there is the sphere creates around the corners. Its area is heavily obscured. It lasts for duration or until the winds are moderate rated. Yeah. So basically, and he can hold it concentration, or it could be up for an entire hour.
Okay. So yes, you guys are heavily obscured. So you're gonna you can kind of see, but you also kind of can't see because it's like it's not as bad as being super dark. It's great for hiding in basically. But yes, it's great for hiding it. Is the main thing. So yes, that is Max. Is that all your turn? Do you want to do any movement?
No, he just stands there and he just stands right next to her, and he just his hands on his weapon, but he just his shield, and that's all he did. It's like he's like he wouldn't. It's like they're not trying to kill anybody, but he's like he just wants to make sure they get out safely. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go away.
Okay. So.
Cyrus looks at you just like, what?
So we're back up top. So Francis, you've seen all this happen, but you're now in this cloud, but you can still kind of see people. But again, if you're heavily obscured, I think that means everyone gets I want to say a +7, or is it +5 for your armor class? Because you're going to be, it's very hard to focus in on people, but you can see them a bit.
Okay, so I'm going to drop down to here, pick up Yurti, and then I'm going to jump.
Okay.
And the two of us are going to jump up here.
Okay, that's fine. And Yurti, I presume you're allowing this to happen. So you don't.
Yeah. Someone grabbed her. It's like, hey, it's me. Let's go.
Yeah, so like a little further back here.
Yeah, I'm gonna say probably not an opportunity attack because you're not in with a range, so it's Yurti. So I'll say it's fine. Plus, it's foggy anyway.
Maybe on her, I would say you might get one on her, but not on me. I was never within range.
This guard would feel me releasing my hug from around his leg.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You were hugging her. No, I think if you're forced to move, you can't. It's not an opportunity attack. So Yurti, I think you're fine. I think so. I'll allow it.
And I'll trip him while I'm. I'll hang on to his leg.
I mean, if you want to, you'd have to ask for his consent to also go with you. So I don't think he wants to. Yeah, Francis, anything else, or is that all of your movement to do that?
No, that was only movement. And I am going to grab a loose slate from the roof. And I'm going to throw it at Angry Guard.
Okay.
So how do I roll for improvised weapon? Do I just roll an armed attack?
Yeah, that's probably going to be the easiest. Yeah, I think there's a slightly different one for ranged attack, but that's just going to make it easier.
Actually, I'm proficient in. So if I throw on my deflect missiles attack, it's going to work because anything that I throw, I'm proficient in. Anything that I catch, I'm proficient in. So let's say it's frisbee shaped. Let's say I'd be proficient in throwing it, wouldn't I? Just rolling my deflect missiles attack.
Okay.
Well, deflect missiles is only if there's something thrown at you.
Yeah, but it's how you throw. It's how you're proficient with throwing anything, though. So I thought it'd be the easiest thing to roll.
It's usually
it's improvised
right.
weapon.
So that would be without my +7 then. So it'd be a 15. Would it?
Let me check your sheet quickly. Yeah, it does make it. Yeah, you can still do all this, but yeah, it's just the exact rolling for it, and then obviously the working out the damage because obviously a tile's like the equivalent of probably if you threw like a rock, if you had a slingshot type thing.
It's maybe that attack without the +7 then. Actually, if it's an improvised weapon, what's the rules for improvised weapons? Go on, Izzy, you're the expert.
Improvised weapons are usually a D4 damage.
But what's the
and I think it's generally it's either strength or dex. I would guess with a ranged one you can argue dex.
Yeah, so +4. So change that +7 to +4. Then it's a 20. It's a 19. If that's
19.
the rule. 19
Yeah,
if that's the rule.
that's fine. So a 19 will hit. So yes. I've got the damages up. So yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna be a 1d4 damage for you to throw this thing because it's
2-6.
because that's the same as like a light hammer or a dagger. So that's reasonable.
2 damage.
Okay, hold on.
And
that was to an angry guard, was that too?
Yeah, and so is this one. So I'll just roll the same thing, but remember we're taking -3 off it. So that's 13. Does that hit?
It does not hit.
Okay, so the second one doesn't hit. 'Cause I get 2 attacks per round, so throw 2.
Oh, but also, no, they might not hit because they get, I think, a plus. It's either a 5 or a 7 because they're heavily obscured.
I think heavily obscured gives disadvantage.
Oh, is it disadvantage? Sorry.
Oh, right. So in the first one, let me roll again then. -3 on this. 21. I still hit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Still hits for the first one, so that's fine. So I've already done that. That one's fine.
And I've rolled the second one rolled a 13 didn't hit anyway, so I'm not gonna roll any better with disadvantage.
Okay. Well, that's solved anyway. Yeah. Okay.
2 damage
is that
from me chucking a tile at him.
You did. Yes. Yeah. Anything else on your turn?
No, that would be me. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, I was just checking. So yeah, improvise. You can improvise a thrown weapon, has a normal range of 20 feet and a long range of 60 feet. So yeah, that's all fine. It was a D4 as well, just if anyone's interested. Yeah, you can't get any more than that. Okay. Right. So next up is Drac. Drac, what would you like to do?
So I would like to use the blurry vision to my advantage. I want to try and hide.
Okay.
In and around the objects that are around there. So can I roll stealth? Would I have advantage because it's like bad thing? Or just roll it and we'll find out?
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so yeah, you can roll for stealth.
I'd say stealth would have advantage in those conditions, surely, yeah? I fucking hope so after that roll.
Or they would have to... Either stealth would have advantage, or they would have disadvantage on the perception check to find you. Maybe both.
You better hope he's got an advantage on that stealth. You see what he's rolled?
I still have inspiration.
Your face is just in the roll.
Yeah, I was just quickly checking up the rules. So yeah, basically heavily obscured means basically it's like being blinded. So a blinded creature automatically fails any ability check that requires sight. So technically the guards are going to fail it anyway. But you still need to roll because, if you rolled really low, it means you're like stomping around. Also, attack rolls against the creature have advantage, but then you also get disadvantage when you're trying to attack them. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Did you see what he rolled?
No.
He rolled a 1. And that
rolled a 1. Okay.
Total 6, but it was a natural 1.
Yeah, I mean, well, again, the only thing with stealth is it just means you know how bad or well you've hidden, and you pretty much sure you've not hid very well, but also you are heavily obscured, so I'm just going to say you've been very noisy, but maybe you're like purposely saying, I'm going to hide in front of you exactly 1 feet behind this barrel, like type of situation. So yeah, you're hiding very badly.
Just doing that.
Yeah,
okay.
It's foggy, so it's,
So now that I'm hidden behind this barrel, I would very much like to dash away from all of these enemies that are surrounding me. So
Okay.
that dash can go 60 feet. So where's my ruler? Well, that bald guard is 40 feet away from me.
Mm-hmm.
Tax opportunity if you go that way.
But they can't see.
2 if you go that way.
Yeah, if you
They
go
can't
straight,
see. They can't
can't see.
see you, so they don't get an attack of opportunity.
Right. Yeah.
they're blinded, so they'll
Ignore
probably
me.
because you're they'll probably hear you get away, but they won't be able to do anything. Yes. So go for it.
There we go.
There you go.
And so dash was my bonus action, my action, and I still have movement, but no, we'll end the turn now.
Okay, well done. Cirrus, it is your turn to join the shit show. What are you gonna do? Fireball everyone.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm a bard. I don't have that.
Mm.
I could do shatter and try and hit some of them, but I'm guessing I probably can't see into the fog cloud any more than anyone else can.
Again,
outside.
you make him job extra hard today because technically you would be outside of it, but if you're
I'm
looking
outside.
good, yeah, so you can see the cloud, but you won't be able to see in the cloud. Yeah, so yeah, it's basically a bit disadvantage to try and attack anyone.
Yeah. Okay, so Drax made it out. Zan's with me. So it's just Yurdi and Francis.
Which you wouldn't have seen that though.
No.
Sorry.
Okay, I have an idea. I am going to... Let me double check on the wording. Okay. I am going to cast Minor Illusion.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't mean to move myself. I was measuring. The range is 30 feet. So if I cast it on this point, which is 30 feet away from me, and is slightly around the corner, I am going to cast the sound of Francis's... No, I'm going to cast the sound of Drax's voice shouting, "This way! This way out of the fog!" But I'm trying to lead them the other way.
Okay, go for it.
I don't have to... I don't really have to roll anything.
Oh no, I mean...
I have to investigate it in order to figure out... Unless you want me to roll like a deception check or something.
No, I mean it all happened. It's just they'll have to see if they're gonna go after him because they might not be after Drac specifically. But yeah, it all happens, and we will see the effect.
Okay.
You can't see anything as well.
I know. So it's just the sound that is the effect that I create.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. That I guess is my turn.
Okay. Well, guess technically you guys won't know what any of the guards are doing, and because none of you are in the cloud. But yes.
Me and Yurti are still in the cloud, but we're on up here.
Yeah. So again, you're not. Yeah, but again, you're all obscured from each other, so you won't really be able to see what anyone's doing. But you'd hear them, like you still might, and you know exactly their positions were from before. So let me quickly do some measurements. Okay. Yes. So I think it's going to apply to at least two of them. Right. By
the way, in order for them to figure out if the sound is real or not, it's an intelligence check.
Okay.
Got an intelligence saving throw or a check?
It's an investigation.
Well, you as players know this, but your characters wasn't. Yeah, one of them has basically gone to investigate and just ran over. And yes, hold on, and that was B. B is confused as well and runs out to see you guys, and he's going to talk to you. So Cirrus, I guess Cirrus or Max, I'll let you all. Anyone, Drax, Cirrus, or Max's character, you guys can all speak to the god because he runs out and he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" He's like. So you can all respond, or one of you can respond, but he's looking at you guys.
You attacked an innocent person.
You attacked me with my hands raised, and normally I would slit your throat.
This is police brutality.
Like, we don't have those laws in this very well. But that's pretty much his turn, because he's just confused by what's going on, as well as you guys. And then, yes, Angry Guard just plays around because he's looking at the body, but again, most of you guys won't be able to see that. And then
I can't see the body.
He's touching up Bobby the body.
Well, yeah, again, they're using like Francis did, like where things were to kind of, investigate, but that's pretty much all he's doing. And
using his sword as a stick.
Pretty much stabbing around. Yes, but it is Yerdy's turn.
What did you say that we had to roll to know if that voice was real or not?
Wisdom, I think. Oh, it'd be perception.
Perception? It's an investigation check,
Oh,
but
okay.
also the spell only has a 30-foot range.
Oh, okay, so we wouldn't have
So I
heard
think
it
you
anyway.
would have been out of
Yeah,
range.
We'll be out range up there.
We were hanging out. Francis, are you here?
Yep, I'm here. We're on the roof.
Oh my gosh, where should we go?
This way. And I like tug on her shoulder because I'm standing behind her. And if we moved like back the way, if we went like, oh shit, I didn't mean to move that.
Don't move there.
If we went that way, like only like 10-15 feet, we'd be outside of the radius of the thing. So I'll say back this way, and or I'll say no. I'll tug her that way towards the guys. Actually, I'll say that way and push towards where the guys are.
Alright, I will take my movement in the direction he pushes me, I guess.
Okay, so yeah, if you can move, again, remember if you want to dash, then you can double your movement, and then you probably be out of the cloud.
Yes. I don't remember my movement. Is it 30?
Yeah, most likely it's 30, and then you can double it if you. So I would imagine you have definitely got out of it.
I see.
You will see most of your friends, down there apart from Francis, talking to a guard.
Awesome.
Okay. And I'm not going to be mean and make you guys roll for like your loose tiles on the roofs. I'll say that they're very well maintained roofs, so you guys are fine.
-2.
Okay. It is Guard C's turn, and he is again confused by everything that is going on, and is going to run again outside to see you guys. And he's going to be like, "Bald Guard, what's going on?" And the Bald Guard explains that you guys about priest brutality, and he explains there's a form to fill out, so you hear all that. And Zan, it is your turn.
He looks at his the other companion. Oh, let's see, am I talking? Yeah. He looks at his other compatriots and he's like, he's not here to attack, and he just starts walking away.
Anything else you want to do in your turn?
No, that's about it. He's like, he's not here to kill these guys. He's just here to get these guys away from them. That's it. Then he did.
A guard has an attack of opportunity if it wants it.
I would say against Zan, I guess. I'm going to say, because something's about to happen, I'm going to say they don't. They're just, everyone's a little bit confused at this point. Generally,
Zan
this doesn't
hasn't
happen.
attacked. And Zan and I were behind them, so, like, we had nothing to do with the body.
But they probably would have seen him cast a spell, which would be suspicious, at least.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys have done some suspicious activity, I would say. He doesn't look like, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, luckily for you guys, we're probably going to come out of initiative. Because at this point, someone arrives. So your screens are going to change. But don't worry, you guys can still fuck stuff up if you want to still want to battle the guards. However,
we'll just move over to where your is.
Yeah, you guys will have a few seconds to move, and then obviously it's up to Zan if he wants to keep his spell appearing. But this person begins to run over. She is a tall elf woman wearing a sumptuous gown, appears at the mouth of the alley, and she looks, so she's like, what on earth are you buffoons doing? And she looks at the guards. She was like, ugh, Jacopo, that fool. I hope your last march of vice was worth it. And she smiles slightly at you guys, and she says, these guards are members of the Silent Verse, protectors in my employ. I do apologise for their overzealousness. I saw how you guys handled yourselves with a bit of decorum, considering what the pressures you were under. I may be able to better apologise with the offer of some employment.
Employment.
The silent what was the name of the guard? Sorry, just writing it down.
They're members of my brigade called the Silent Verse.
Why does everyone think we're unemployed?
Yeah.
Look how you dress.
I don't wear clothes.
Exactly.
That's your problem.
That might be it, yeah. Francis looks unemployed, I'm going to be honest.
You can roll.
Ceres is well dressed.
You can all roll for insight if you want to think she's judging you as all being unemployed, or if she's making a general comment. It's up to you guys.
Oh, there's no need for Francis to roll that. What did you say? Jacopo was this guy's name when she said Jacopo?
Yes, she seemed to be. I don't know.
She was chastising somebody called Jacopo. One of these guys was Jacopo.
Well, she points. I guess, Zan, are you keeping the cloud up? Obviously, I'm going to say this probably took, I don't know, a minute for it to quickly come over and run over. So, Zan, are you keeping? I don't know how long your spell lasts, or if you want to maintain.
I can keep it up for an hour. As soon as she tells him to calm down. You see him wave his hand, and the fog shimmers. He says a few words, and it's gone.
Okay, so yes,
Just as a side note for visual, as an air genasi with cloud hair, after being in the vicinity of the fog, Cirrus's hair, I should say in quotations, seems much larger and poofier than normal.
She looks and she's like, yes, you all look like you could do with some employment for different reasons, clothes or hairdressers, etc.
If that was the fog, you try keeping cloud hair nice and neat.
She's like, that's why I have braids, and she kind of tosses her hair a bit.
Oh.
They are
Can
nice.
you grow those?
I shut up. I want more gold.
She says, she's like, tell you what, she just looks at the guards a little bit. She's like, let me quickly oversee the guards looking over the body quickly. But she says she doesn't feel you guys had anything to do because she was following you guys as the guards were running over. So, yeah, they just want to check the body. She's pretty sure that you guys couldn't have had anything to do with this, with the amount of time and also the way you're dressed. Probably you're not as proficient with murdering people, maybe.
We're not covered in blood, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Can I watch them as they check the body and see if they pocket anything?
Yeah, she can. Well, she's quite. Yeah, you can. You're all free to wander over with her. She just kind of comes over. The guards kind of check the body. You guys are also free to. She says, if you guys want to, have you got any input with this?
Well, that gold there was my friend's.
Did this woman say her name?
Sorry, yes, her name is Madame Samira Ara.
Does that name ring a bell for any of us?
I'm going to say no. So you've not come into contact with this person before.
Can Sirius, like, because she's probably about half of Drax's height, she sort of tugs his coat, and whispers up at him, "Can you fill me in on what happened?"
You're speaking to the wrong person. I don't fucking know what happens any time of any day. I just follow the trail of gold.
That seems unfortunately accurate.
Yeah.
Then I go up to Yordi and proceed to ask the same question.
Man, it was crazy. We saw this guy in the alley getting beat up and everything. Oh, I barely got any blows in on the guy that killed him, but it was real crazy, you know. I think I'm a hero here.
Yordi, you have one arm. Getting blows in on anyone might be a bit difficult.
Shots fired. Shots
Speaking
fired.
of blows,
In as gentle a way as possible.
Speaking of blows.
I'm gonna go over and grab the gold off the ground and say, "Fighters keepers!" and hand it to Drax.
Yes.
Yeah, just before you said and hand it to Drac, I was waiting for Drac to say in a rugby tackle a bit.
Drag like Shirty, so that's okay.
Well, yeah,
He's
you
the
can,
only one who's really carried me through this.
Well, yeah, that's fine. You, the guards look a little bit at you, but then they look at Samira, and she kind of like gives them a nod, like "Don't." So you're free to pick up the coins.
When Yerty says that about Drax, the one that's carried her through this, he just kind of looks a little bit like, okay,
Shade.
Okay, literally just picked you up and dragged you out of danger, but okay, it's fine.
Couldn't see you. Thought it was me.
Oh, by the way, guys, new kid, guys. And I gesture to Zach.
Ah.
Yeah, he nods to everybody. He just like.
And is he wearing that heavy armor like in that picture? Yeah.
Yeah, he walks over to Yuri and checks on your wounds to make sure you're all right.
Don't worry, I was always an amputee. Your healing was great.
Samira comes up to you, Zan, and Zan, what do you follow a certain god for your abilities?
Yes, he follows a large, powerful elemental of storms.
Okay. Would they be reasonably well known, or is it more niche, or just so?
It's a very not well known creature. It's
Okay.
very really mysterious, and he's like, you know, he encountered a creature and it saved his life, so he serves it.
Okay. Samira comes up to you and she's like, you look like you may have had at least a job in your life. Come and help me. You look like you might have some abilities more than your friend. She's like, so I'm going to ask you to do me a medicine check. She wants your opinion on something as she brings you over to the body.
Okay. I'm going to cast guidance on myself to give me an extra D4.
Okay.
So there's that. Then I'm going to roll a D4.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out how do you add extra D4, because I know there's
The bottom left, there's a little dice.
Yeah. So yeah, on the left, you can do your own roll. So yeah, you should be able to find a D4 again, or any of you, as anyone's watched us before, I'm happy for anyone to roll real dice as well.
I'm not, because people need to see it on stream, remember?
Oh, okay.
Your DM, my stream, so
if it makes it any easier, yeah. But
Okay.
yeah, and let me know what
Okay.
score you got.
Yeah, bottom left, the little dice token on Beyond.
Yeah,
There you go.
Little red boy.
Okay.
I rolled a d4. Everybody, additional 2, so that's 24.
Oh, well done. Yeah, so Samira's the guard does something to her. She obviously doesn't want to get too close to the body. She kind of kicks it a little bit. But yeah, with your roll, as you kind of examine it a bit more for her, you can see that the body shows no wounds. But in your opinion, it would probably look like the way their eyes are blooded and their mouth looks. You would say they've been poisoned. And also, because you rolled so high, you would be aware that this humanoid creature was a dwarf, and that they were killed by burnt ether fumes. And they've been dead for about 5 minutes. So you guys couldn't have done this in the time. Because you'd have to administer the poison, force it down them, watch him to die. Luckily for you guys, Samira judges that this would be impossible. She agrees with what you're saying. She seems quite smart herself, so she kind of talks to the guards and she asked if you guys would like to come and talk about her offer, and she'll treat you guys to lunch.
It said before she goes, it's like he had a quick question. Is this creature of note? Should we do something with this person? Like, is this something important that she might know that he could do something about it, or he not worry about it?
Oh, she's like, let's talk somewhere better than this. The guards will take care of the body, so you guys don't need to worry about getting your hands dirty. And I'll reveal all to you guys once you tell me if you would like to know about my offer. But she says that she will tell you all in time. Would you like to follow her? She says there's a local cafe a few minutes away if you guys want to join her, so she can discuss what she thinks happened and maybe offer you some employment.
I'll be going along reluctantly, like I'm a little dubious of this woman, but I'm keen to meet my new friend, brother Zanriedel. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, he's like, you just can call me Zan.
Brother Zan, I am Francis. It's a great pleasure. These are my friends, my brothers and my sisters. If you've arrived with sister Cirrus, you must be a very special one indeed. What a pleasure to meet you, Brother Zan.
I whisper over to Zan, just like, he's like that. It's normal.
When he says brother and sister, you're not actually related. Just in case you didn't know.
No, he looks at Sirius. It's like, yes, I believe we're not related.
Okay,
yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah, he understands.
So you work for Brother Blob also, I guess, yeah? Is this where you picked him up, Cirrus?
I guess when I was called back via the bracelet, Zan was there waiting, and we were sent on ahead, I guess. We weren't really expecting to find you guys in the middle of a murder scene, although I guess somehow it doesn't surprise me.
What a fine fellow he is that you have brought. Did you see the way he healed Sister Yurti? Before he even knew who she was, he just knew that she was good. This is a fine one you've brought.
I mean, full credit to Blob on that one. I feel like I didn't do very much.
Very good. So as you guys are walking to the cafe, she asks you guys to...
Before we get to the cafe, Drac wants to find out whether or not this person is a deadbeat, and he's gonna take their pockets.
Oh,
Okay.
Go
Go for it. You do know that the guards are taking the body, so you're literally...
The guards are distracted by going and lifting the body while she's leading us to the cafe, so they're not looking, and I'm picking her pocket.
Did we
Oh, Herb. Okay.
We almost-
Let's see what
I'm
happens with
looking at the
this.
time. I think we almost made an hour without Drac picking a pocket. Almost an hour. This
Yeah,
time.
I was surprised, being honest.
23.
Okay.
It's not come up for me.
Yeah, it's up for me.
I'm
Um,
going to refresh my...
Drac, can you roll me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh yeah, there it is.
Yes, keep going. Like, yeah, 21.
Luckily for you, she turns around and she's like, "That's strange. I have a purse and it's kind of electrified, in case thieves try and steal some money. So that's strange. She looked very strange, pickpockets and all." As she moves towards the cafe. But luckily for you,
I
go for it.
whisper to the rest of the party, "She's not a deadbeat. She does have money."
I think the clothes gave that away.
Nice investigative.
I can also put on very fancy clothes. At this moment, Drac opens his disguise bag.
Oh shit, now I know why he put something on his fucking sheet. I had to read something that I didn't tell you guys about. He's picked something. Go for
no.
Here we go.
it. You go for it. What racist or strange outfit are you gonna wear today?
I would like to look like a very common noble, with
Okay.
someone with a lot of power and money.
Okay.
Very similar to the person that we're now following.
Okay, go for it. So, I think it's a performance if you're doing your disguise. But you get to add I think it's your proficiency to this, because you're proficient at doing disguises now. So, yeah you can add that as well.
And it doesn't matter whether or not it works, because it just means that it's got to be a shit disguise. 18.
Oh.
Okay, well,
And 3, so that's 21.
Yeah, okay. So, yes, you kind of quickly analyze people as you were walking through, and you managed to cobble together, a reasonable outfit. You can tell us what it looks like, but you notice that everyone here seems to wear like a lot of silks. Culture-wise, it's a little bit Indian fashion, I'd say, like a mix between Malaysian and Indian. That is kind of the style. So anything you can tell me what your outfit looks like.
So it's a very, very scarlet red, very similar to the color tone of Drac's normal skin, so that you can't tell where his hands and things begin, where the clothing ends. He's also, because of his acting trait, would you say that we had a 5-minute conversation with the person? I can't remember their name. I forgot it.
Samira?
Samira.
Would we have been talking for about 5 minutes?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, so I now can speak in her accent and dialect.
Okay. Do you want to do that?
Only to enforce my disguise so that I fit in a lot better at where we're going to.
So you are copying a female elf's voice dressed as a dragon noble. Just wanna make sure just to confirm.
No. It's like the accent and dialect
The
that I'm
mannerisms
copying. It's
and
not
stuff,
her
yeah.
exact voice.
Right.
No,
Okay.
no.
So it's like,
I vote for the voice.
It's much funnier if it's the voice, but I know what he means.
You could pick up the dialect, but I didn't know. I didn't know from what you picked if you could exactly copy it, or are you just similar. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
fine.
the accent, dialect, common phrases that would be used, things like that. That's what I've picked up.
Colloquialisms, mannerisms, those things.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yes, you have time to roughly do that as she walks you guys to the cafe,
Nice.
and she sits you guys all down in the Blossom Cafe, which is a small, quaint little cafe. But again, it does look like the clientele would be reasonably well off. The guards have left her. But I would imagine you think she can probably hold her own after what Drac did only moments ago. But she offers you all some of the famous jelly wine, and she introduces her more formally and she says, yes, I am Madame Samira Ara. I am one of the kings of coin. I am the head of the jeweller's trade in the city. So obviously I deal with anyone who crafts or deals in gems and jewellery.
Francis scowls at this. Just got an absolute
eyes light up.
Francis visibly like scowls when he hears this. He's like, ugh. Like ick. He's like gets the ick.
And she says, due to my experience protecting valuables, the guild, she also acts as the security specialist for the Kings of Coin, which is basically, she explains all the head traders in the city hold the title of Kings of Coin, as which she is one of them. And she controls the enforcers that you've met, known as the Silent Verse. They aim to enforce the different guilds' orders and to investigate certain matters, which they were, obviously, until there was this kerfuffle. She says they were being a little bit incompetent because they were supposed to be looking after Jacopo Ein, who is the eldest son of one of the other kings of coin called Massimo Ein. So she says that is what they had lost sight of him when he was reveling in this festival that has just started up. And obviously then they had ran, and clearly he has been poisoned at some point. And then you guys obviously had got caught in the crossfire where the guards thought that you might have killed him.
So he's the son of Jacopo Ein is the dead guy, and he's the son of Massimo Ein.
Massimo Ein.
Massimo Ein, yes. He was under the protective guard due to recent attacks against the family members of the other kings of coin. But again, like she said, he had been slipped past the guards because he had been reveling in the March of Vice, which is the big celebration that is going on at the moment. But she says, yes. So, and unfortunately, last night, Zenaya Aruba, another of the kings of coin, was attacked and nearly killed. Samira doesn't know if this attack is related, but she fears that they might be, now that two of the relatives of the kings of coin have been targeted, one of them being killed. She would wonder if you guys, because you seem quite astute, she would like to hire you guys to just go and question Zanaya and discover if there's any more information tying her to the attack, and obviously Jacopo's murder, which now needs to be investigated, because she feels it's tied to the Grand Meza Amos. So
The
she was
Grand
wondering if-
what?
Grand Meza Amos.
Your notes are better
Amos?
than mine, is he?
Yeah, Amos.
Amos.
I'm trying, like.
It's my words.
No, it's not.
It is. It's my words.
The rest words now.
Yeah. So yes, you said, would you guys be willing to help? Said obviously we can talk about, the conversation of coinage if you wish as well.
Francis skills and skills.
I think that might be necessary.
Are you sure your friend looks like they don't approve of money? I mean, you could obviously do it for free, if you want to help the city.
We do not offer our services for free. We are here on a job. If we are to take on another job, we will be compensated accordingly.
Very good. Tell you what, I'll give you, if you investigate this little tiny thing for me, I will give you 200 gold pieces each.
That sounds reasonable.
Yes, Drac.
trying to think of the best way to get more money. I'm happy with the 200 gold.
200 gold is good.
He's waiting for it.
200 gold each.
I mean, like I said, if you want to persuade her for more, then you would have to roleplay that, and yes, let's see how it goes. So it's up to you.
Just to clarify, the task that you're wanting us to do is just to interview this other person who was attacked?
Yes, but obviously she wants you to do it as discreetly as you can because the silent verse sometimes aren't as silent. So she thought maybe with
Clearly.
you guys, yes. She felt maybe you guys would be a bit more demure with it. So yeah, she thought it would be, and also not being tied, directly to the Kings of Coin, being, outsourced. Yeah, so if you could be discreet when you're investigating this matter.
I suppose discretion can be arranged.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they took great pains to keep Zanaya's attack quiet. So yes, obviously now they have to, again, try and cover this up as well until everything is sorted out, and obviously they don't want it to ruin the festival as well.
And Zanaya is related to whom?
Zanaya's father is the King of Coin of the Taverns Guild. His name is Minx Nagaris Ruba.
Yeah.
Thanks you guys for making me say all the names.
Minx. What?
Minx Nagaris Ruba.
Nagaris Ruba.
The next city's going to be set in Manchester, just so you guys all know.
Martin's sick of these names. Yeah.
Try and be culturally sensitive, and then it just backfires. But yes, he is the King of Coin of the Inns and Taverns Guild. But you guys can all, I will say, you do spend a lovely hour talking, but not too stressful for you guys, so you can all say that you've had a short rest, and you've all drank a bit of the delicious jelly wine, which is the same wine that you guys have been told to try and pick up, which Cirrus has been investigating for you guys as well.
Oh. How has that mission gone? Because otherwise I'm going to ask her about where she gets her jelly wine.
Yeah, you can, you talk to a few people, you can buy it, but you were just aware that it's ridiculously expensive. So you can get it, but it's very expensive.
I do have a small question.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously the Kings of Coin, they're having members of their family targeted. The King of Coin that manages produce and food and wine, who might they be?
Oh yes, so she seems impressed that you are interested in her city's history or rulership. She said, yeah, that would be the one I briefly mentioned. That is Grand Messer Amos Nir. He is the head of the Kings of Coin, and represents the jelly trade, which is the wine. Yep, the jelly trade. He is the wealthiest, most influential leader in all of Zinda. So he is one of the Kings of Coin, but he is like the head, and he makes his money from all the wine that is produced here.
And he is the Grand Messer.
Yes.
And the cafe we're in sells the wine?
It does, yes.
Oh, let's try the wine.
Oh, you've all been given...
We've
you've all been drinking that. Well, unless you don't want to drink, but yeah, you've all been given a glass of the delicious jelly wine to drink.
How aware is Grand Messer Amos how aware is he of the situation?
Well, he obviously is aware that there has been attacks, though obviously he doesn't know about the murder yet.
And if we were to do this job for you, would you be able to I don't know, arrange a meeting with the Grand Master.
Roll me for persuasion, please.
Come on, dice gods, be nice to me.
This is what you're good at, is. Let's go.
Sorry, I'm refreshing just to make sure it actually works. Because sometimes it... 17.
Okay, 17's reasonably good. She leans in a bit closer to you and she just says, well, she says, like I said, I need this to be kept as be held as delicately and quietly from pretty much everybody, because obviously I am the head of the silent verse, so maybe if you don't let anyone else know. And she winks you, she says, maybe they will be a new leader of the Kings of Coin in due time.
That is good to know. We will be as discreet as possible. I look at all of my companions like, we need this to work.
Francis looks disgusted. Francis understands why these people have enemies and why people are attacking them. Francis is almost sides with the people attacking these people. These people worship money. Francis has met the devil here in these people.
You meet the devil every week.
I know.
In the time that this is happening, Drac, disguised with his accent, goes to the bar, speaks to the bar person, tavern person, whatever, and blatantly lies to them and tells them that they would like another bottle brought to the table on the tab.
Okay. Yeah, roll me for persuasion.
Or deception.
Well, I'm deception because I'm lying to them.
Yeah, that's fine.
And whatever I roll here is +1 because of my actor trait.
Very good.
19 + 1, 20.
Solid.
Okay, yes, I will. Now, just to check, are you doing this when Samira is still here, or are you doing it because she is just about to leave? Just so I know.
Samira is still here, and
okay.
I am basically deceiving the people to say that it's being added to her tab.
Yeah, that's fine. Yes, yeah, they say right away, sir, and yes, they do bring another bottle over to you as Samira is just getting up to leave. But does anyone else have any questions for Samira before she leaves?
Francis bites his tongue very hard. He's got loads, but she doesn't want to hear them. And the rest of the party doesn't want to hear them. Francis is the devil and God are raging in Francis again. He's biting his lip and his jaw. There's like the muscles in his jaw twitching. There's like muscles you didn't even see before. You didn't realise people had. These little muscles here are just going pulsing. But he says nothing.
Well, I mean, you can give the money to the orphanage in the fairy city if you want, you know, or build a hospital if you want.
Oh, you know I will.
So you can use money for nice things. Well done. So they bring over the bottle of wine. Yes. And Samira leaves. She obviously gives you directions to the tavern where Zanaya is currently at the moment with her father. It's called the Thorn Apple.
The Thorn Apple, did you say?
Yes, the Thorn Apple.
Martin?
Mm-hmm.
Are we about near time for a halftime break?
Yes, we are. Well, it's pretty much after Samira's gone. I'm happy to have a break, yeah.
Sweet, sorry, just checking.
Yeah. So yeah, anything else you would like to do in the cafe before we're going to take our break?
I just was going to be encouraging to Francis.
Can someone heal me, please?
We had a short
we had a short rest.
You did have a short rest.
I didn't realize.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you have a short rest.
Are you telling Francis all about what you could do to an orphanage and to like?
Yeah, I was going to be like, I know this is distasteful, but people are dying, and We need the help to complete our job from Blob.
Francis has got visions in his head of just bouncing coins off this 200 coins back off this woman's head, like one at a time. Yes,
Does
yes, Cyrus,
anyone...
I understand, and he breathes.
You can use the coins for good.
I can use the coins for good.
Does anyone know how much of the jelly wine we need?
I suspect it's like a trade deal.
Yeah, it's like quite a lot, like a couple of crates of the stuff. Yes.
But so my one bottle that I've just stolen isn't gonna survive.
Wow. If you wanna, I don't think. Well, I will say, if you want to see how much it's worth, you could look at the menu.
Okay, I look at the menu.
Okay, you look at the menu and it obviously has the price by the bottle, and I'll say if you're a thief, you probably know how much they mark stuff up. So yeah, you would safely be able to sell this bottle for 25 gold pieces if you don't open it.
25 fucking. I thought it was expensive. Right. That's that added to my backpack then.
Oh man.
So, anything else? Oh, and I would say, Max, you want to introduce your character a little bit more? Because obviously you guys have been sitting in the cafe, so you can describe how they look a bit more. Maybe if I'm going to make all of you guys ask Zan at least one question, just so you know.
I do have one question. Did he take his helmet off?
Oh no, he's kept his helmet. He kept his helmet the whole time on, and he's not drinking any of the wine. He just lets it sit in front of him.
Okay.
Are you a Mandalorian?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Don't break the third wall or the fourth wall, or whichever wall it is.
The fourth.
It is the fifth wall.
You already break all the walls.
It's the fourth because Drac already broke 3.
Okay.
No, he just like, you know, he doesn't drink much. He just like what you do notice him, he looks like his picture. He is, you know, decently armored guy, pretty, like, he's about 6 foot, really well thicked out. He talks with like a deep, gravelly voice. He just sits there quietly and just kind of just like looking at everybody.
Okay, so I'm going to say, Drac and Francis, you can both ask him a question before we finish for our break.
Okay, Francis will ask him. Francis will ask him. I'll let Drac go first. I'll come back to Francis.
Okay, Drac, do you want to ask him a question?
What are your feelings towards gold?
That was going to be my question.
You use gold for what, sorry?
For what you need. He just kind of shrugs his.
Oh, so you don't really like it or need it that much, right?
I need it when I need to use it, that's all.
Oh, well, if you ever need anyone to look after it for you, just remember, I'm always here. And I very much appreciate gold and will look after it very, very well.
Thank you, but I think I could handle it myself.
Drac riles away very angrily, very reluctant to befriend anyone, even most of the party. Only Yurdi is actually his friend, he would class as. So the fact that he healed Yurdi in the first encounter has bought him a bit of time, but he ponders how long it will take until he slits his throat while he sleeps and steals all of his gold.
I'm guessing it's going to be whenever he gets the 200 gold, so like a day, maybe. Francis.
Francis is just going to ask him, what drives you, my brother? What is it that makes you do what it is that you do? What is your driving force? Is it good? Is it love? Is it something else?
I don't have any true defining force, but I am a creature of law, and these guards were doing something unlawful, and striking down this creature here points to Peru. Okay, this is probably lagging.
No, it's cool.
Hello?
Yeah, you're good.
Yep, we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm lagging really bad.
Oh, you're okay for us.
Yeah, we can hear you. While Max is doing that, everyone roll me a d20.
Ooh, fun. Any specific D20 or just a D20?
A lucky one, hopefully.
I
You can roll a shit one if you want.
got a 10.
I did.
Roll me a shit one. And tell me who got the highest number.
Did mine come up for everyone, or is it?
No,
Ah, shit. Sorry, let me refresh.
I only see mine.
Sorry,
actually.
my connection has been going in and out, so I haven't heard a lot of what was said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ah.
yeah.
I think
Okay,
Max was having
so yeah.
connection issues too, as well. So maybe.
Yeah. Mine was kind of like being a little weird. It's one of those probably just a lot of work on that one. But no, response for yours, Oliver. He basically said it's just he's a very lawful creature, especially what happened with Yurt's character. He saw that it was not within right there that got hurt, so he basically is like, did they do something bad? Doesn't know yet. Just heal, and just like, all right. But it's just this way they fight. He's just like, I could do it another way, but he's like, we're gonna go do it this way, and that's why he just did a blanket of clouds.
You see, my good brother. I'm blessed to have met you, brother Zand.
Very good. Who got the highest of their d20 then? Did you get a 20?
I got an 18.
Anyone higher than an 18?
We're just rolling a flat 20.
Yeah.
What are we rolling for 20? Do I need to roll a 20?
Yep. Normal
Okay.
20.
12.
Okay. So anyone beating that 18?
So this is
No.
winning so far.
Okay. Okay, Cirrus, I guess maybe because she's been speaking to you a bit more, she kind of goes into her bodice a bit, and she picks out a small brooch. It is the shape of a golden rose, and she kind of clips it onto your clothing. It's worth about 10 gold pieces, and she just says, if you have any problems, just flash this rose so they know that you're under my protection. Or
Is that
under
from Samira?
From Samira, yes.
He say thank you, and he sits it, puts it like a little here, and he sits right there.
I thought I got the rose.
Yep, whoever got the highest got it, yeah.
It was, Cirrus.
Yeah, sorry, yes. So yeah, if you clip on the little brooch, yes, but like I said, it's worth about 10 gold pieces. But yeah, it shows that you are her representative if you have any issues. She says if you need anything else, she will be around the River of Gold until the March of Vice begins. So she says just come and see me there if you need to, see me. Flash the brooch and find one of the gold armored guards, and they'll easily bring her to you. So don't worry too much. But yes, she points you guys in the direction of the tavern, and you guys easily manage to get there. It's quite close by as you go down some side streets because the city's quite busy at this point. You can see that the festival seems to be starting. And that's when we're going to take our break. So we'll see everyone in like 5-ish minutes.
Nice.
Okay, we're back. So we will take ourselves back to everyone getting ready to leave the cafe. You guys start to make your way through the markets and back streets. But I'm going to say you guys do notice there was a lot of delicious food and stuff on the way. As you can see that the March of Vice will be occurring not too long, which is from what you've heard, seems to be like a large parade. But yes, would you like to do anything on the way to the tavern? Pick up any food or check out any of the stalls or anything?
Just gonna check to see that I've still used that potion. Okay.
What is the festival that there's? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you can. I will answer that while dear Drax, and then I'll answer that question. Drax?
I want to buy a potion of healing.
Okay, yeah, I think you'll probably reasonably be able to find that. So we'll do that first, and then I will do the next bit. Yes, Drax. Yes, you can indeed. You, as you guys are searching, you see a small potion-looking shop, and you go over, and again, they say it'll be 50 gold pieces for a potion of healing.
Drax hands over the 50 gold pieces.
Okay. This woman is very, very chatty, so can you roll me a persuasion? She seems to not shut up talking about stuff. Let's see if you get any. She tells you anything of relevance.
Persuasion?
Yeah, you're just trying to make social cues as you buy your potion.
So 13 plus 1, so 14.
Okay. So for this, you guys are all free to participate if you want. Basically, if you want to talk to anyone or listening to any conversations, you might hear some rumours. Now, as you're aware, rumours are not always true or false, so you might be given some information that is half-truth, fully true, or total bullshit. So, Drac, will you roll me a d6 to see what this woman is jabbering on about as she giving you your potion?
Okay. 1.
1, okay. Yeah, you kind of can't really be bothered. I don't know. I presume Drac wouldn't be that bothered about making pleasantries with the shopkeeper. Yeah, you kind of get bored quite quickly until at the very end, because she talks about how she got into, making potions and all this long thing, and she was going to sell them on Etsy and it didn't go well. Very long conversation that she talks about. And then she starts talking about she's heard that there is a witch who is keen to collect coven members from the heirs and families of the kings of coin. Very good. Cirrus, I'm going to move on to you. So you wanted to know about the festival. So I'm going to presume maybe you want to ask around a bit to find out this information. So are you going to ask some of the revelers? There seem to be a few people drinking on the streets. There's quite a few market vendors and stuff. You can tell me.
Yeah, I'll ask them to tell me about the festival.
Okay. Roll me for persuasion to see what they reveal.
Just typing.
Okay.
Okay, persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
22.
Well
I'm hoping
done.
that came up for people.
No, I'm going to have to refresh.
Well done.
Could also
yeah.
be me because it sometimes needs me to refresh and then I have to re-roll.
Well done. Yes, you do indeed find some revel goers, and you actually bump into a bard who recognizes maybe that you're a fellow bard and becomes quite chatty, and they give you a good 5-minute moment spiel about the exact thing, which I will read you. So they explain, during the height of summer, the people of Zinda celebrate the cultivation of the jelly flower with a multi-day carnival. Built on the tradition celebrating the city's wine trade, the March of Vice is overseen by the Prince of Vice, an organizer and theatrical figure, chosen by the Kings of Coin. The masked Prince of Vice marches in the parade every evening. The parade is followed by some of the local universities' Bard College. As well as where they kind of do a dance with fans and brooms to symbolize sweeping Zinda's sins into the sea. On the 10th night, the Prince of Vice steps into the sea and sheds the mask, bringing the festival to a close. You can also roll me a d6 to see if this bard knows any rumors.
Ooh, 6.
6. Grand Meza Amos Nir plans to retire imminently and will name his son Azar to lead the Kings of Coin in his place.
Ooh.
Well done. How about for the rest of the party? Do you want to get involved by chatting to anyone or do any little easy shopping?
What did you say his son was called, just quickly? Azara?
Yeah, Azra.
Oh, Azra.
There you go. See? If you want to play the drinking game, you wait till Izzy corrects me on the name. Then you get drunk.
Oh no, you don't. The drinking game where you drink every time Martin gets the name wrong. Do not play that, viewers. You will die. Don't play that drinking game.
I've been hearing a lot of Draxes coming out.
Yeah, I've heard a few Draxes. So this is
instead of Drac.
We're only 9 sessions in. You'll get it eventually.
So what are the rest of the party? Is there anything you would specifically want to go shopping for, or do you want to talk to any of the revelers, or do you not care?
Francis is sniffing at all the wonderful smelling street food and looking around for Latha, and she's not there, and he's got no money in his pocket, and he's just like, oh, it smells so good, and just looking around.
Is Francis a vegan?
Yes, Francis eats nothing with a face.
Okay, roll for investigation for me for fun.
Well, maybe say vegetarian because it's easier in a more medieval setting. Let's say.
Nah, we can accept vegans in this world. It's not like the real world.
Off. He's only rolled a 1 though.
Oh, okay. You smell something that Latha has made you before, and it's so delicious. And you go over, and the smell is not vegan or vegetarian. It's some form of meat. Like a lot of meat. That's what I'm going to say.
Oh, no. Francis is so unhappy.
But the owner, who is roasting a pig on a spit, is quite chatty to you as well. So you can roll me persuasion to see if you get any information from them.
I want some vegetables from them. Never mind some information.
You can have the apple from the pig's mouth if you want.
I just want that. He's rolled 5 on his persuasion as well, my days.
Okay.
Not having a good time here.
You can still roll for a rumour, but I'm going to say they're probably not very happy about, your looks at them. Well, but roll me a d6.
Alright. Watch me roll a 1. Let's see, I told you.
You rolled a 1? But
yeah.
You can roll again, and you can roll again, because they're 1 and 6 we've had, so you can roll again.
Okay. 6.
Roll again. Or roll a d4, and then I can do it as well.
Right, okay, a d4. 1.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
No, I can do it because he's done it on a d4. Okay, as you are watching the small gnome with the hog roast, he starts talking about some foul spirits that are known as bizzers that haunt the forest and sometimes tempt innocent souls with secrets of evil magic.
Ooh, bizzers?
Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna say the letters because then someone will correct it.
Sorry, you're gonna end up saying brazzers later anyway, Martin. We all know.
That's fine. All the spirits are going to be from Manchester or most of the north from now on. Very good. So you do hear that?
What did you say they were called? Sorry, I was on mute.
Bizzers.
Bizzers.
How is that spelled?
I can't know. Because you're correct. B-I-Z-A.
Oh.
You're gonna be like, oh, bizers.
Oh.
Or bazaars.
I thought you had bizzers, like fizzers.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing, which is why.
Like scissors.
Okay. How about Yeti and Zan? What are you guys doing? Anything you would like to do at the little market or enjoy some of the revelry?
Nothing right now for him. He's just basically just following the group and keeping an eye out.
Okay. Yeti?
Is there a magic shop?
I'm gonna say there's like a magic store, but when you mean magic, do you mean like
Items, not like magician.
magic items? No, you can't find one easily. You can find a, magic shop like card tricks type thing.
Okay, I'll go there.
You do manage, yeah. At this point, maybe later when you have more time, but yeah, quickly scouting, there does seem to be indeed a magic stall, but it is rabbits out of hats and card tricks and that thing with the cups and the ball. So yes, would you care to? Is there any type of cheap magical trick you would consider buying?
Yeah, can I get one where you pull a hand out of a hat?
Do you know what? I'm going to say yeah, but he just happens to have. He shows he has a prosthetic hand made of wood and a typical magician's hat. And he shows you a few times how you do the trick, where you like kind of hide it behind your back, and then it looks like, yeah, you get the thing. Yeah, he's happy to sell you that for. Roll me a d4 to see how much he'll sell it for you for.
A 2.
He says 2 gold pieces, 1 gold piece for the hand and 1 gold piece for the hat.
Seems fair. Thank you. Have you heard anything unusual lately?
Roll me roll me for persuasion and then roll me a d6 to see what happens.
9 for persuasion, and you want a d6 or a d4?
You can do the d4 now because I've cut the other 2 off the little chart thing for myself. 4. Okay. Well, he's like, I heard that recently a diviner revealed that the firstborn children of the kings of Corn are in danger of having their souls stolen for mysterious reasons.
I heard the same thing. Crazy.
He's like, he's like, I do know some magic apart from the hand trick. Well done. So you guys make your way, and you do indeed see quite close to you guys the Thorn Apple Tavern. It is purely for reasons that will be. Oh no, sorry, you don't. That's me getting confused. That's getting ahead with myself. You can actually indeed see the tavern. However, just as you are crossing over the main market road, someone bumps into you. And I'm going to say, roll me a d20 and tell me who gets the lowest.
Big 11
16.
for me.
16? And so what's the lowest? So anyone get a 1 to a 5?
Oh, Cirrus!
Okay, I'm guessing you got
I got
the
a
lowest.
natural 1.
Okay, unless Max got a natural 1, I'm presuming that's the lowest.
Let me roll something.
No worries. So yeah, you just roll a normal natural 20.
14.
You're fine. So you guys are all kind of enjoying, the festival a little bit. But Cirrus, you kind of are back away from everyone, and a girl wearing green pants, brown boots, and a kind of a lavish yellow top kind of arm barges past you, and she's like, "Move it!" And she like walks past you.
Green pants, brown top, did you say?
Green pants, like a goldy kind of coloured top, brown with brown boots.
Excuse me?
She's like, "You're excused," and she walks past you.
So rude. Could at least ask nicely.
Well done. So at this point, as this is happening, you hear shrieks of fear rise from a herb vendor store that was nearby where Drax was buying his potion, and the crowd shifts as panicked people start fleeing exactly where you guys are. So can you all roll me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh, wow. I think 21.
Okay.
The 21, I
That'd
heard.
be a natural 20 for me.
I got a 20.
25.
That's all great.
25.
This.
Oh, yeah, you got a 7. Did anyone get less than 14? Oh, to 2 of you? Okay.
I love how I had back-to-back nat 1 and nat 20.
Mm-hmm. Yeri and Drac, because obviously you've already told the whole world that you guys are best friends. I'm presuming that Yeri's maybe showing Drac the magic trick at this point.
Got your hand.
But yes, you guys are distracted a bit as everyone, the rest of your party kind of move a little bit out of the way, but you guys do not notice in time. So you guys are going to take, let me roll my dice. Oh, 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sick.
As everyone smashes into you. I'm going to say you managed to keep hold of the hat and the hand, however. Yes. But you guys could all see that there seems to be... Oh, actually, sorry. You all need to tell me what your passive perception is as well.
Mine's a 16.
13.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
18.
Passive perception, yeah, 13.
Yes, well done. You didn't realize you guys would tell. So all of you guys who have 14 or higher, you notice, you can see that the herbalist that was working at the store next to the potion stall seems to be coughing quite a lot, and he seems to be attacking a man on the ground. But you can also see like a little bit of just a fragment of a little bit of a dissipating pink cloud as this is happening. What would you guys like to do? So you can see the merchant who Drac I guess Drac would not have noticed much, but they look like a normal merchant. But this merchant is now attacking another man on the floor.
And the one who's attacking him is the one who's like coughing and seems weird.
Yes. Well, around both figures, they're both next to each other. So literally, it looked like, from what you could see, the merchant, the herbalist, seemed to start attacking the man who was just coming up to his stall.
Does it seem... Can I do an Arcana check to see if there's any magic involved?
You all can, but I'm going to say we're going to go into an initiative because obviously this person is being attacked. So, you can all do anything you wish, but we'll have to do it in a timed manner. So, if you can all let me know.
Big 20 for Franco.
Okay.
Sick.
Ooh.
Got a 9.
Got a 16.
Okay, hold on. Cyrus, what did you get?
21.
21. Okay, Dundrak. Yeri, what did you get?
14.
And Max, what did you get?
A 16.
16. Okay, so...
Excuse me.
Okay, well, luckily for you guys, it's going to be Sirius, Francis, then Zan, and then the herbalist, and the other gentleman on the floor.
You called me serious again.
Sorry, you called the herbalist.
I don't care. I'm gonna play the My Little Ponies All Care Bear game. I reckon I could deal with the language in that.
Oh, shotgun playing if we do.
Izzy, it is your turn.
Okay.
Or I might just call you the Big C, but that could be offensive as well.
Especially since I'm only 3'5". Neither Izzy nor Cirrus are tall.
What would you like to do? So you're obviously seeing the crowd have scattered because they've seen obviously this little bit of a disturbance of someone. Literally, there is blood coming out of the gentleman that's on the floor, and the herbalist again is going a little bit crazy.
We don't have a map, do we?
Nope.
No. Okay, just checking.
Not for this.
Is there... Does it seem like there's magic involved?
You'd have to do an Arcana check for this.
And that would be my action.
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay, screw that. I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on the person attacking.
Okay.
My 1 3rd level spell. I am casting... Or my new 3rd level spell. I have 2 slots.
Go for it.
So the language on Dispel so I'm going to cast it on I guess it's the Herbalist. Choose
Mhm.
one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level or lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC is 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay.
So I guess I make a spell attack.
Go for it.
I am going to just be casting Shocking Grasp. I'm not actually casting it. That's just the spell that is available with a DC.
Okay. I mean, I think it just tell you on your sheet somewhere what it is.
Oh.
That's a 25.
Yeah, I think for this it's just if it's Dispel Magic, if it's 1 to 3, I think it automatically dispels it anyway. So yeah, it dispels it anyway. You didn't need to roll anything, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the point is he makes saves if they're over 4. If it's level 4 or over the spells that are being affected, Martin makes saves. Otherwise, it just automatically dispels everything.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
I think.
Yep, so you're fine. Yeah, that's correct. That's what I was just saying. So yes, well, luckily for you, you guys don't need to be in initiative, well, unless you want to. Yes, the herbalist kind of looks down at himself and he's like, what's going on? And at this point, you see some familiar guards, looking guards, shall I say, run over in their typical gold armor as they surround the herbalist. But I will allow you guys to come out of initiative, but you are also free to do, any shenanigans that you wish.
Sorry, that was a very short fight.
That's why I didn't have a map, because, yes. Well done. What would you guys like to do? I'm going to say, Cirrus, you've had your turn, so someone else, what would you like? You've seen Cirrus do this, and what would the rest of you like to be doing?
Can I get a bundle of parsley?
Roll for persuasion. Roll for persuasion.
I cast guidance on Yurdi to help her out.
You can.
Is that a D4?
Extra D4.
Go for it and see if you get some parsley.
Total 19.
Well,
that's still pretty good.
Yeah, he kind of looks at you and he's like, "Oh, yeah," and just goes go long, and he throws you some parsley, and then goes back to question his life.
Whip up a fake hand and grab it, put it in my magician's hat, and put it all on my head.
Nice.
Well done. Anyone else? Anything else? The herbalist is just looking at himself covered in blood, holding a kind of large stick that he has been bludgeoning this poor gentleman
Oh,
with.
yeah, I'm trying to help the poor gentleman that's been bludgeoned. What's going on with this guy?
Yeah, what would you like to do?
Is he alive?
You can do a medicine check if you want to check how he's doing.
A big 20.
20, well done. Okay, so yeah, you look at the body. Yeah, he seems to have been injured quite. Whenever the guy hit him, it kind of did like a clear shot. He's got blood all down his head, so he would be at 0 hit points. So he is not doing well, but he's, but you do notice as you're looking, the herbalist, obviously this is seconds after what Cirrus has done, has very glassy looking eyes, like when someone's been drugged. He looks, you can see that he's clearly confused with what is going on.
There's no any sign of a pink residue in his mouth or nose or anything.
No.
Okay. But he's breathing, he's okay. I'll just put him into the recovery position or whatever's comfortable.
Very good. Okay. Drac and Zan, what would you guys like to be doing?
He's not doing much. He's just kind of just watching around. Hopefully there's nothing else going to happen. It's just weird. It's just just random guys attacking somebody else. He looks around. Is this normal for this area for people randomly attacking each other that are merchants?
I mean, some of the other merchants would be like, no, I mean, it occasionally happens, but this was pretty, bloodthirsty, doing it in broad daylight at a festival.
Drax's gonna take this opportunity to steal back his 50 gold.
Go for it.
$26.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to say, yeah, you do manage to do it this time.
Yes. It's all that karma of not attacking the guards earlier.
I mean, I'd say don't overuse it. I'm going to say there's enough of a distraction at the moment that people are, so I will allow it this time. Well done. So as you guys are around the herbalist who is coming out of some form of trance type thing, and the other victim seems to be pretty much passed out, covered in blood, you see a muscular man with a goatee run over to you guys, and he says his name is Captain Adan. He has a bright red vest on, and he's like, what's going on here? He seems to have an air of superiority, as people seem to be respecting it, as he kind of like tells some of the other people to go and get the guards, and he's trying to get the fallen man into I don't know, what's it called? All my words have gone. The things you carry people. There you go, a stretcher. So he's trying to organise that, but he introduces him as Captain Adan, and just asks you. He said, "What did you guys see? You guys were quite close. I saw you do some magical something or other to help."
Yes. We heard screaming and saw people running, and saw this man coughing and looking terrible, but attacking someone. And I'm a bard, so I cast Dispel Magic, and that seemed to do the trick.
Oh, I thought he was talking about my magic.
Your magic is also...
disappointing.
Roll for persuasion to see maybe he was.
Me or Yurdi?
Yurdi to see.
It was a 12. I don't think he saw.
No, unfortunately not. But he's like, okay, yeah, this seems a little bit strange. He's like, he's like, did you know? You don't look like you're from around here, apart from the clearly noble dragonborn. Obviously, he's clearly a local of the area. But he says, did you know the victim at all? It's like, it's Arul Avim. He's son of the King of Coin. And again,
which King of Coin?
This is the King of Coin, Messer Solon Avim.
And the son was Arul Levine?
Avril Levine.
That's what I kept hearing.
Arul Avim. Arul Avim.
Avril Lavigne. Got it.
Avril Lavigne from now it's canon.
Right.
Yeah, and yes, he is the king of that represents the weavers' trade. He's one of the main kings of coin.
Got it.
So a king in these guys' terms is the head of a guild, really. It's the weavers.
Yeah, the main guilds, which
it's the guild master when they say the king of.
Yeah, they call them the kings.
Got you.
But no, we were not aware of whom the victim was. Only that there was something not right.
He's like, yes, it's a shame. We'll definitely get him some treatment. Arrol was one of the good guys in this very twisted city. And he looks at Francis, is like, you don't look like you care for luxury.
You would be right, brother. It's the city's not quite to my humble taste. I'm not saying that it's an unpleasant place, but it's just a little too ostentatious for me. And he cringes.
He says, well, let me introduce myself more formally. As I said, my name is Captain Adan, and I am one of the bloodletters of the city. You say, I don't know if you're familiar with the term.
Brother Captain, no, I'm not familiar. Will you make me?
Okay. Yeah, so he says, so he shakes all of your hands. He bows, obviously, to Drac, with him being high merchant something. Drac, would you care to say, do you want to tell the captain what you're the guild of? King of?
I am the Gold King of Gold. I look after the gold as my ancestors have done for many generations. You've maybe heard of the vast caves of gold protected by dragons. That is what me and my family do. So if you have any gold needing looking after, you need look no further than me.
It's like, yes, good to know. I don't really approve of gold, but I understand the point of it. But he says, yes, so yes, I'm one of the bloodletters in the city. And you can see, explains that he wants to a life free from oppression by the elite. And he says,
I like this guy. He doesn't like gold. I like this guy.
Yes. He says our name originates from its members' desire to drain the greed from Zinda like blood from a wound. He is the leader, Captain Adan, and his group work in open defiance of the Kings of Coin. Sometimes they maybe sabotage some of the jelly gardens to reduce some of the earnings of the court. But he says he's very upset because Avril Levine was one of the good ones and was very sympathetic to his cause, and he'd been working with him, to share out some money in the city. So yeah, he was one of the most had a lot less people to attack him than other of the lords.
Tell me, brother Captain, I understand your plight against money. I'm on your side. I love what you do, the bloodletters. Lead the greed from the city. That's absolutely poetic. But please assure me you're not responsible for these murders around the city, where the sons of the kings of the guilds are being.
He's like, I've not heard of any other attacks. Is there something I should know? He says this.
No, there'd been one or two other people had been attacked, and I was just thought it's this city. It makes me wonder. It makes me feel strange things. It's the devil, this city.
He says, yes. He says, anyway, I do need to go. He says, I don't have the best relationship with some of the guards in the city. Obviously, I'm civil towards them, but they're kind of a bit pompous, and obviously they are paid to do what justice is. And you can see at this point the stretcher has arrived also with some of the gold armoured guards. But he says... he says, if you need any help or you want to help the cause, just look for this symbol. And he shows you a tattoo of a bleeding jelly flower. He says that is their symbol.
Also very much likes what he does. However, he would like to catch the blood that he stems from this city.
Well, I mean, Yeah, just trying to. He's kind of like Robin Hood, but probably a bit more bloodthirsty. But he says, "Yeah, I do need to get away." He's like, we were kind of. He's like, I was kind of with Avril Lavigne a little bit just before, but there was some strange woman who was watching them a bit, and she kind of ran past them. He's like, you didn't see a woman about yay big. She had like a gold top on and green pants and brown boots. She seemed a little bit suspicious.
I thought it was a kid.
Nope, it was a woman.
Oh.
Oh, I have a pic. No, I'm not showing the picture because you've not seen it yet properly.
There was someone who ran past me. She bumped into me. She was super rude. Green pants, goldish top, and brown boots.
Maybe keep an eye on her. She seemed to be closely watching him, and then as soon as this happened, she ran away.
She was really rude. But I guess there wasn't much else of note.
And she says, I know many of the people in the city. She doesn't look local to me as well.
Do you have to be familiar with the person to cast a message to them?
I don't know. I think you just have to know where they are, I think.
You don't.
Point
You
your
have
finger
to.
toward a creature within range and whisper a message.
You do have to be able to see them, I think.
Yeah, you do.
Them?
Who were you trying to send a message to?
To the lady.
Yeah, you'd probably be aware that she'd be out of range. Yeah. But technically you could if you could see her. But this time, Adan does get up and he's like, if you guys need anything, just look for this symbol on doorways or with other members. We're not like secretive or anything, it's just we don't like to openly clash with the guards. And he bids you guys adieu as you see the familiar look of 4 gold armoured guards come over and start talking to people around. But you can also see the tavern is just over the market road at this point.
Okay.
Well, I guess we ought to head to the tavern.
Yep.
Although if we can find that lady, that would be very, I guess, beneficial.
Very good.
You know what,
So
Francis? I agree with you. I don't like this city.
This is not. There's nothing good here, sister. Nothing good at all. I mean, these people. They say they bleed the greed from the city, but I think they bleed it straight to their own pockets. I'm not so sure they're much better.
Yeah, there's something off.
Yeah. Ever since we met that guy from Zindar, and he was an absolute, not a nice brother at all to you, I've had a funny feeling about this place.
To be fair, I don't think I was very nice to Tungsten either. It's a bit of a bard thing.
Bard thing. But yeah, anyway, this city's not. There's nothing good here, sister. Nothing good.
That I agree with.
So you guys head towards the tavern, and as you enter, you can see it is, for some reason, because I've chose it, it looks like a Western-style bar. So just imagine that in your head. So although the building is packed with people, the Thornhill's baked clay walls create a cool interior, and you can see dozens of tables that are filled, and there is a huge pool table as well. Next to the main entrance that seems to be strangely filled with some dancing girls that seem to be dancing on the pool table. And from behind, you can see a long, well-stocked bar, and a comfortably dressed orc gives an enthusiastic wave and says, "Welcome, friends, and blessed march of Vice to you. How can your cousin Nagaris help you tonight?"
Francis looks nervously around because Lathan's not here and he would really like a drink.
Okay. You can. It's up to you if you want a drink. I mean, it's a bar.
Of course, you
Buy
have
you a
the-
drink, Francis.
Thank you. I have 0 gold in my inventory, man.
My wife earlier, and I owe you one.
Oh, thank you, sister.
And Francis, can you roll me a perception roll as well? Because you said you were looking around a bit.
Yeah, I hate this place. Is that yeah, okay, over here. Oh, come on.
What'd you get?
A natural 20.
Hey.
Well done. Okay. Yeah, you notice you kind of briefly look around the bar because maybe you're scouting out for drinks and you obviously give everyone a once over and, obviously some normal looking people having a drink, but you notice maybe several more burly looking guys and you would say they look like I'm going to say you saw some of the Silent Versus faces a bit and they all have like kind of a look to them. Like when bouncers have a look to them.
Okay.
There's a few guys here that'll have that bouncer look. I'm guessing Chris used to be a bouncer. I saw the look on his face. They all have a look to them, and you notice that one of them seems to have left his gold boots on. So you're pretty sure there's some members of the Silent Verse here trying to be a bit more low-key, clearly, but you kind of spot one of them's forgot to change his boots a bit.
Okay, whoever's closest to me, let's say it's because she bought me a drink, I'll whisper. Those men over there, those men are Silent Verse. Look, one of them's forgot to take his boots off. You can see the look of a guard about them as well. And I'll whisper that to her.
Oh my. Oh, well, I got you the finest glass of water they had.
Oh, super.
I'm just kidding. It's pretty hard liquor.
Yes!
though.
Francis is
What
loving life.
Do I notice that? What do I notice? Given that we need to see that person.
Well, the owner of the bar's literally come up to you to talk to you, but no one's talked to him back. Yeah, you got some of you looking around, some of you got a drink. He's just standing there like this.
Francis is looking along the bar to see if there's any olives or breadsticks or nuts or anything that's just that's free.
There are Western style nibbles, which I'm guessing is jerky and chili.
What?
I don't know what I don't know what like Cowboys chili. I don't know what a Western bar would serve as.
Just for your
You
hand to
do
reach
know I was born, right?
Tex-Mex, maybe?
Yeah, maybe Tex-Mex. No,
You
it's
do know
burger-
where I'm
it-
from, right?
Chili country.
I was born in
Here's a bowl
Texas.
of chili for you to dip your hands in, and
Oh
a
my
bowl
God.
of jerky. Take your pick.
It's my game, and the traditional food of this bar is hand chili. Would you like some hand chili?
Francis is gonna
I'm gone.
pass
I'm
on the
done.
hand
I'm
chili.
leaving.
You want to disrespect this culture by not having some hand chili?
Yep, I will. I most certainly will.
I will
Chili,
disrespect
it's on
the
hand.
culture by not having hand chili. Yes, absolutely.
But I will move on to the quieter place. So how about Drac and Zan? Obviously, the owner seems to have come over to talk to you guys. Asking if there's any way that he can help you tonight. Oh, Max, can't hear you. So yeah, Drac or Max.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
there you go.
yeah. He says no. I'm fine. Thank you for the offer, though. He just is like, I'll just get something to eat. Maybe some soup.
Okay. Okay. Drac, he says, yeah, any help you need, just let me know.
Oh, I'll be sure to let you know. Ensure that the entire table is added to my local tab, okay?
You can roll for persuasion, but he is
Deception.
He's the head of the Taverns Guild, so he's going to have met many of your kind before. So it's going to have to be an astronomical role.
I don't fucking know what he knows.
Oh, I bet Weeks Francis is already beckoning the waiter over. Yes!
I don't know what you got because I've not got my computer.
24.
Not 24 plus an extra 2, so 26.
Oh yeah, not 26.
Okay, yeah, he seems to just think you must be familiar. So he's like, yeah, of course. Like, yeah, I've seen you a few times. But he says, yeah, just put it on your normal tab. And do you know what? He's going to say that your tab is Dave. One of the guild owners is called Dave, so I can remember it.
Oh, Dave.
Yeah.
Is this guy? You said he was the head of the Taverns Guild, so does that make him Minx?
Yes, Minx Nargis Aruba.
Ah.
Oh, and I do have a picture of him,
Francis
so I'll show you what he
is
looks
at
like.
the bar, coming back with several bottles, several glasses.
Can I?
Some nuts, some little bits for yourself, you know?
Oh yeah.
Since you haven't eaten in a long time.
Yeah. Since
There you
he's
go.
3, he's really getting.
Oh, that's the guy.
There you go, that's Nargis. He's a happy-looking orc.
Can I sort of gently, like, say somewhat quietly, just so that the rest of the tavern does not hear?
Mm-hmm.
But my party can hear that I am. We are here on behalf of Samira about Zanaya.
Oh, yeah.
Zanaya.
Yeah, Zanaya. Oh, yes, yeah, so Zanaya's just over there, and he points to a table kind of near the performing pool table area. She says, yeah, she is fine. Like, she sends to whisper. The way he gets a bit quiet with you, he says, yeah, obviously, Samira sent a few of the, silent verse just to keep an eye on her, but he's like, she's been fine. There's obviously lots of people here and guards. I'm not too worried that someone would publicly try and attack my daughter.
While I appreciate that, let's put it this way. A crowd might not... Lots of people may not be as much protection as one might hope. But would it be okay if we spoke to her?
Yeah, so she's over there. She's very looking forward to the divas arriving from the Bard College. They're doing a grand... I know. That's what it's called in the book. I think it means something else in another language. Yes. So the diva's going to be ready to perform soon. But yeah, she's just over there, and he points to a similar-looking female version of himself, a lot younger and more petite. He seems to be watching the dancers.
Is he an orc or half-orc?
He is a full orc.
Full orc. Why is Drac there?
Never mind.
Nice try. I go up to Zanaya. I don't know if the party is coming with me.
Yeah, I'll come.
I'll tell you what, we are going to finish momentarily, but I'm going to let each of you do one thing before we finish. So,
okay.
Yes, I'll go backwards. So, Zan, what would you be doing this? So, you've seen Cirrus briefly talk to Nargis. Anything else you'd be doing?
No, he just quietly just watches, and just in case if something happens, is a spell ready just to cast if he needs it.
Okay. Yeri, how about you? No, I'm gonna say
dead.
you gonna commute now for the last 4 minutes? No, you can't. You got too much hand chili on your one hand to use the ability.
Damn it!
But you can use it in the next game, but maybe not now. Not in the last few minutes.
No, okay. I'll just keep an eye out for, in particular, the woman that was described with the green pants and brown boots and gold top. and anybody else who's kind of like eyeing her.
Okay. Yeah, I will say, because you're looking around again, you notice now that they've pointed out Zanaya, you can see that there are clearly some of the silent verse sitting right next to her on her table. How about Francis?
Francis has got a big bread roll in one hand and a bottle of wine in the other. Oblivious.
I'm gonna be nice and make sure that maybe you roll for Constitution checks, or you might start vomiting soon. But yeah, you're having a nice time in the Western bar.
Francis is on that tab.
Drac, how about you?
Drac, Drac's just pretty much very happy with everything that's went very well for him this evening, and yeah, he's not going to do anything bad. He's going to be quite chill and just relax in the background and enjoy the free alcohol.
So all I need to do to keep you quiet is let you pick someone's pockets and succeed. Is that just so I know for each go? If I let you pick one pocket and you get it, you're pretty happy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Roughly.
Pretty much.
Good game. Good game. Okay. And finally, Cirrus, what would you like to do with the final moments?
I mean, my guard's gonna be pretty up because obviously we just watched someone attack one of the other kids of coin. That's what I'm gonna call them, the kids of coin.
Go for it. We've already got Avalon, Ravine, and Dave, the Lord of something.
But yeah, so I'm quite on edge, but I will go up to Lanaya. I don't know if the silent verses are gonna do anything, but I do have my rose if I need it.
Mm-hmm.
And just tell her, I come on behalf of one of the other kings of coin, about what happened to you.
At this point, she's like, "Oh, yeah, that's fine." She's like, "But sit down." She's like, "Oh, look, the performers are arriving," and she kind of ushers you to sit down with her. And you see performers in bright feathers and shimmering silk flood into the tavern, laughing bombastically. The crowd, including Zenea, next to you, responds with great enthusiasm and jumps up to start clapping to get nearer to the stage. That's Diva Luma and the another great word. I can't even say it. The College of Divas, because I can't say the other word. Zenea says.
What was the other word?
What I'll say, Elucidarium. I don't know what it is.
How is it spelled?
Elucidarium. Elucidarium. I can't say it. My brain hurts.
Elucidarium.
There you go. There was no way I was going to get that, so I gave up. There's no way. There was no way.
I do just do it now, just for pure pettiness.
No, done it.
Anyway. You've given me too much shit, so now I'm gonna do it.
Right. Zenea says, nodding to the dark-skinned woman leading the group, whose outfit is all sequins and with bright feathers. The divas wave and proceed to the stage, and their Diva Luma pulls a small silk bag from her belt and hurls its contents upwards, standing amid a rain of colourful glitter as the performance begins. However, a moment later, the diva's expression changes as Diva Luma grins cruelly, slips off her high-heeled shoes, and leaps towards Zenea. And that's where we're going to end tonight.
Yay.
Nice.
Yay.
Got to get you guys to a point. So there you go. So yeah, thanks everyone for joining us. I had fun today. And we got to meet our new player. But that's pretty much it from us tonight. So I look forward to seeing you guys for our next game, and we might even finish the next part of Wages of Vice. And yes, there we go. So bye for now, everyone.
Good night, everybody.